He's back.
Angel's gonna try something new.
He's back.
Bow, 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 bow.
Bow, 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 bow. Boy, you know this super fast.
Welcome back to my little web series. This is going to be episode 7, coin collecting. Season 1 was pretty fun, but I did have trouble with editing and audio and things like that, and now I think I'm starting to figure it out a little bit more. As of right now in time, I have just posted episode 1 and I am editing episode 2. If you're seeing this right now, finish watching this one and then go and watch and like episode 1. So like I said, it's the premiere of season 2. As you all know, it's October, so now it's gonna be like spooky season. So the next couple of episodes are going to be like Halloween themed. This is the first one. It's not really anything other than more of like a recap. Just a quick lore update. I am now working at a coding studio that teaches kids how to code. And then I'm also working at a bookstore part-time. So I have not found like a super good like engineering job that I wanted. But as of right now, it's pretty good. It's nice to get back into the routine of working and like waking up early. I actually have to go into work in like an hour, but I'm fairly confident that I can finish this. And with the coding place, I even was able to like propose a syllabus and a lesson plan so I could teach like upper high school level kids how to do like 3D modeling as well as 3D printing. Okay, enough backstory. Now we're gonna get into the topic of the episode. Like I said, I like to dress on theme, so today I have this shirt that says Stack Bread, which is a shirt that my Theo gave me, which, you know, money, coins, bread, all that. So I've had this little book which has all the state quarters in it from, I think it's like a series from 1999 to 2009, and it's like a 10-year series. I have most of the quarters already filled out for the states, but as you can see, there's like holes at the top over here. And then these down here, I think, are like Guam and Puerto Rico and District of Columbia, like areas of the U.S. that are like territories rather than like actual states. My goal is just to collect the states that I'm missing. I was going to sing the 50 States song, but it's not organized by like name. It's organized by when the states became like parts of the U.S. So we have this full front page covered already. And then we have the second page with some missing. And then this third page with some more missing as well. So the states that we are missing are Maine, Arkansas, Michigan, Iowa, Montana, District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Guam, American Samoa, U.S. Virgin Islands, and Northern Mariana Islands. So supposedly the way that this series works is every year 5 different coins were released. And then after that, the like territories were released as well. The 5 coins would be like the 5 states that were in chronological order became part of the US. So of course the last state would be Hawaii, with the first one being Delaware. So to prepare for this, I got $40 in quarters to sift through and see if we can find these coins. Like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's about 5 state coins that we're looking for. So out of $40, which is 160 coins, 5 coins, 5 divided by 160, or 160 divided by 5, that's gonna be 32. So I think hopefully one out of 32 coins should be one of the states that we're missing. So we'll see if that math works out. I do not know like what percentage of actual US coins are the states quarters, but I know they were pretty popular. So I'm gonna start by separating the coins that have like any of the states on them.
A few moments later.
So I sorted through all the coins, and out of the 160 coins that we had, 48 of them were of the states collection. I also pulled a couple coins that I thought were just interesting, so let's just start with those. If you are not from the US, the typical quarter just has, I believe it's George Washington's face on it, and then on the back it has, upside down, it has the American eagle, and it says like, "In God's name we trust," or something like that. I think that's what it says. Something like that, I'm not sure. Also, I think now's a good time to show y'all the cat box that I got. So it's like a little piggy bank. It's this little shipping container, and it has a dish on the front. And watch what happens when you put a coin here. So look, put a coin right there on like the little plate. And then he takes it. Isn't that awesome? It was only $5. I got it at 5 and below. Okay, back to the coins. We're going to start with the ones that I just thought were interesting. So these coins have inspirational, I want to say American figures. I'm not too sure. This one is Bessie Coleman. I don't know if you can see that. It's like her saluting, and then it has like planes in the background. I just thought that was a cool one. We have this one. I think it's of George Washington when he was a commander, and it says crossing the Delaware. This one, who I don't actually know who it is, but I just thought it was really interesting. It was this woman, and I think it's Celia Cruz. I cannot read any of the letters that are on it. I don't know if you can even see it. Hold on. Let me see if I can catch the light. It's like a woman, and she has like a bunch of writing on her clothing. I do also remember learning in high school that the way that these coins are designed is that they have artists come and they chisel out these designs out of like a piece of, I think it's like stone or modeling clay or something, and then I don't know if they have people vote or they have like a specific committee who votes, but then they vote on which design's the best, and then that's the one that's released with a certain collection or year. So it is cool to think that every single one of these coins has won like a competition of some sort. This one says Hope, and it has Dr. I think it's like Dr. Reverend Murray on it. And I just thought the design was super cool. I need to look into these figures later. I think I'm gonna put like the facts about them on the bottom. This one is of Wilma Mankiller, and I think she's like a prosecutor, so I'm not too sure. But I just like, she has like this really stern look on her face, and then there's like this really pretty star in the background that I like. This one's cool. It's of Maya Angelou, and she has like her arms out and an eagle right behind her, and then she has like a sun ray going over her. I thought that one was really cool. I think these are all from the same series too. It's like a 2022, 2023 series. And then this one, I believe it's either, I want to say the first female astronaut, but I'm not too sure. But it's a woman out looking like the world, and then like a stream coming out. You can kind of see it. And then the last one that I thought was really interesting was this one of, I think her name is Edith Kanakaole. And on the bottom, I don't know if you can see it, but it says Eho Mai Kaike, which means to grant the wisdom, or I think it's to grant the knowledge. But it's a really cool coin. You can see like her hair kind of like meshes into nature. Like I said, I'll put a picture of all these coins up, but it's just like a really cool collection. So now we will begin to sift through our 48 options. Like I said, I'm from Texas, and I've lived in Washington State, Kansas, Louisiana, and I think that's it. So I don't really know much about like the other US states, if I'm being too honest, other than like the stereotypical like New York or like Chicago and stuff like that, or like California. And we do not need Maryland, so. Next is Delaware. It's this guy riding a horse. We also do not need it. We have Mississippi, which we already have. It has these really pretty flowers on it though, but yeah, again, we don't need it. We have New York, which we also don't need because we already have it. South Carolina, also we already have it. Florida, which we also already have. Texas, which we of course also already have. Missouri, which we again also have. Arkansas, which has this really pretty diamond on the top, which is actually one that we need. So that's one of 5. I'm gonna put it in the display right now. Just to recap, now we're just looking for Maine, Iowa, Michigan, and Montana. A lot of the M's. Actually, are they all M's? No, Iowa, but mainly M's. New Jersey, which we also already have. New Hampshire, again, which we already have. Pennsylvania, which we already have. California, which I think we already have, like multiple of them are showing up. Ohio, which unfortunately is not Iowa, so we already have it. Virginia, which we already have. These are a pretty popular one. Virginia pops up a lot. Georgia, with its pretty little peach in the front, we already have it. Maine, which I believe is like a northeastern state, we already have it too. Wait, no, we don't. We do not have Maine. We do not have Maine. Oh my gosh, I almost put it back into the thing. So Maine, it's a new one that yeah. Crazy. Okay, sorry. Sometimes you just like, there's so many M states that it's hard to, my ears should just perk automatically when I hear an M state. Oh my gosh, so 2 out of 5, that's actually pretty good for a $40 pool. We're missing Iowa, Michigan, and Montana. Also, I have not looked through these coins, so if you're like, oh, he just happened to get the 2 coins he was looking for, yes, like literally yes. Nebraska, which is one that we already have. Massachusetts, which again, one we already have. Wait, let me just double check. Yeah, we already have that. West Virginia, which feels a little obscure, but we already have it. Another Texas coin, another Massachusetts coin, another Maryland coin, and another Virginia coin. So we're now about halfway through all of the coins that we have. So we have 24 coins left and 3 spots to fill. We'll see if we even get enough, or if we get it. Oregon, which we already have. I'm assuming it's the Oregon Trail. It doesn't look like it though. It looks like a lake. Another Massachusetts, an Alabama, which we already have. Also, oh, it's Helen Keller on the coin. That's kind of interesting. Some people think she wasn't real. I think she was. I mean, why not? Colorado, the mountains, which we already have. Another Texas coin. Again, we are in Texas, so we're going to see a lot of them. Vermont with some tall trees, we already have. Oklahoma, which has this pretty bird with like these long tail feathers on it, and we also already have it. Kansas, a state in which I have resided, which has this cute little buffalo on it, and we already have it. Another California coin. Oh, very interesting. So we do have one from the collection, and it is of the Virgin Islands, which, again, was not one that I was expecting to pick up. Very rare find. You don't see a lot of these, like, 2009 ones. Another Pennsylvania, which we already have. Hawaii coin, which I think it's pronounced Hawaii. And that's why whenever I was showing you that coin earlier, I was like, I know she's from Hawaii, but I wasn't sure if it's pronounced Hawaii or Hawaii. I've heard Hawaii, so I'm like, I want to say Hawaii, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I did live in Washington for a good amount of time, so I knew a lot of people that were like Pacific Islanders. So it is always an interesting subject because, you know, Hawaii shouldn't be like a state. It should be just like its own thing, like its own country. But, you know, I digress. Indiana, which I think it's like a tractor or something. We already have it. Wyoming, I think I already did that one. It looks like some guy on a bucking horse. We already have it. We're down to our last 10 coins. We have Rhode Island, which is these little boats, which again, we already have. Another Virginia. Again, like I said, a very popular coin. Another Virginia. A super dirty Alaska, but it's of a bear. So we already have it, but it's a cool coin. Again, another California. Another Massachusetts. An Idaho, which again is not Iowa, unfortunately. A North Carolina, which we already have. Ooh, an American Samoa, which is a new one, which again is a part of that rare 2009 collection, which I do not have. And then last, a Florida, which we already have. So all in all, out of $40, we were able to get 4 coins that were different than the ones that we already had, which were Arkansas, Maine, American Samoa, and then the Virgin Islands. So we were missing 3 of the states and then 4 of the U.S. territories, I guess. So all in all, now we're just missing 7 more coins, which if every $40 you get a new coin, it would cost $70 more to find these other 7 coins. So I think that'll be all for this episode. I think it would be a cool like tradition at the start of every season to come back to this and then get like another 40, another 80, or however much more, and see if we can finally complete it. But it was cool. We got to look at new coins. We got to look at the intricate designs that they had as well. And now I have about $40 in quarters, so that's always fun. Like I said, the next episodes are going to be Halloween themed, so they're not going to be anything like this. This was very like sit down with me and count my stamp collection type of thing, but this is not what every episode's going to be like, as you can see from like the previous ones as well. Alright, well, I have to get to work, so I will see y'all later. Bye! Also, I have to do like a Halloween trailer, so I'm gonna do like a clip of me with these coins on my eyes. I don't know if it even looks like good. Also, a part of the Halloween movies, you need to watch Annabelle Comes Home, because that movie is so good. I think I'm going to put this as like an after credit thing, but that movie is just amazing. It's like she finally comes home and she is put in this room with all these other like spooky haunted objects, and she like amplifies their powers. It was a really good movie. Anyway, watch it. Alright, bye! Testing, 1 2, testing with the fan on. 1 2, testing, 1 2, 1 2, testing. Okay.